2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Luke Elvey back in the booth with my boy Rich Beem and Beamer. We're at the place which has the famed stadium hole. We're at TPC Scottsdale and, well, it's the loudest show in golf, isn't it?
It's the greatest show on grass, there's no doubt. When players are at this course, the course kind of speaks for itself. It's pretty much right in front of you. There's a couple of tricky shots here and there, a couple of really tough holes. Number 7 and 8 back-to-back come to mind. A few stretches in there was difficult, but the difficult thing about playing here is the distractions, the crowds, the enormity of them, the yelling, the screaming. It's endless, and in order to play this golf course effectively, you almost need to put in earplugs because you need to focus on what you're doing, but the distractions are out there every hole, all day.
What's it like to step foot in the stadium hole?
It's incredible. You feel like everybody is standing right on top of you, and the last thing you want to do is hear the boos. And so you really focus in on hitting the green to hear the cheers, and they're going to cheer for you when you do something good, but they're going to let you have it if you do something bad. It can be a very stressful place to play if you're not accustomed to that, but you can also have a lot of fun with it if you like to go down that road.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Oh, I love a player with big heart. You showed plenty there.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee, great recovery.
He's currently tied for 10th. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Woo, back there, horsey. Getting ready to play their third. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. And that's for birdie. Well holed. Currently 1 under for the day. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale plays 183 yards. A fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. We'll get a share of second if you can make this putt. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Okay, let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Left yourself an opportunity. And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. That was a gallant attempt. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And that putt will drop. Well done. Gary Woodland is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-shot advantage. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Chosen the pitching wedge here. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Putting for birdie. Okay, steady now. And that should secure the par. Well done. Gary Woodland currently leads the field. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 215 yards from the back tees. A straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Oh, almost went in. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Hey, nice looking line. Nicely holed, and for par. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Well, this is a long way from downtown, but you're closer. John, what's he got in front of him?
Well, this looks like about 28 feet.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. And he holds it. What a putt. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look. And stepping up the standings after that effort. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4 measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
This would be a great up and down. Go ahead and make it. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Just didn't drop. Let's try and make this one. Only dropped the one shot. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Well, this one might need to get down a little. Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 5th place. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Judging it beautifully.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Well holed. And Gary Woodland is currently in the lead. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Going with the 7. This one might need to set, but not a bad approach. Will be putting.
He's already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, that's frustrating. An opportunity to make their par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Gary Woodland is atop the leaderboard, now a 2-stroke lead. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Good looking putt. Solid par putt that. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, that's big boy golf right there.
Using the big boy muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. It's just about 3 feet away. You don't want to miss these. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
4 victories so far this season. That's not what they were looking for.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card. Yeah, he'll take that. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Oh, what a shot! Mark it down as an eagle. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it? He's currently sitting in 3rd place.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. will take him to 5 under. That shot so good, we need to have another look. He's currently tied for first. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead, Luke, but can they maintain it? Let's find out.
Oh, well done. The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Well, that's a great tournament to win. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, Rich, and all on Super Bowl Sunday.
All the fans this week have been out there supportive of the tournament. They've been out here in record numbers. And the champion, well, they finally get to enjoy the festivities as well. Great play in this week, great win.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen. This player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.